And then it's like, okay, hiring is a problem. I'm not going detail into that. You are not finding good AI people around you. Every new customer that comes to us, because India is still largely into offshore, they are just talking about we need AI people, we need AI apps to be built. So there is a huge difference between industry and academics, between industry what they want and industry what is available. So there was a very popular meme that surfaced few days back. It's like there are so many people waiting for a job, but there are no jobs for them. There are so many jobs available for people, but there are no people for that. And there are so many people whom we have already hired in the job, but now they are slowly becoming useless. So it's a meme, but it has a deep meaning. So which means all of us who are right now in job, first of all, consider yourself as you are a blessed person because you are in job right now. Believe me, there are hundreds outside who are waiting to get in the jobs, but because of the nature of job, because of the changing nature of the job, changing nature of technical requirements, uh, people, it's very hard to hire. And I'm sure all of you must be seeing these things around you. Many of our friends send the resume to us. We look at the resume. Yeah, resume is good, but it's not fit for our job. It's not fit for our open positions or vacancies. So okay, those are like people who are without job and trying to get in job. But then people who are already in job, you guys and me, what we have to do now? There are no more legacy systems that are available to us. Even if we are working on those, not today, maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow, maybe next month or next year, AI bug is going to bite you. That's for sure. And there are a lot of misconceptions about how much AI I should learn, what kind of AI I should learn, and again, from where I should learn, from where I should begin. So a lot of people are having these kind of questions, and that is what I'm going to talk about. So this is not a typical AI application kind of presentation where you think that, okay, I'm going to teach you AI and the stuff, but I'm giving you enough directions. If you haven't started yet, you are still not late because there are a lot of AI requirements available, but there are very less people available. So we are the first people who are already IT qualified, who are already in jobs. We know how customer works. We know the shift kinds and all other stuff around all this offshoring, and we have to upgrade ourselves. So AI augmented testing, I'm talking about the essential skills for testers in 2025. So why this topic matters, I've already given you a brief. So there is rapid AI adoption across SDLCs, and I'll touch base on this. The traditional testing methods are falling behind, and we must evolve with the tech. So when I see the second point, traditional testing methods are falling behind. It's not that they will be out. So black box testing, white box testing, API testing, automation, performance, security, these things will remain because the applications will remain. With AI coming in does not mean all the old applications will be scrapped off and everything will be created new using AI. No, it is not the case. So good news is what you are doing and the apps on which you are working on, they will remain the same. But what we have to evolve now is we have to use AI as a tool. Don't feel or don't look AI as your competitor. There are a lot of articles floating around that AI is going to kill the jobs. It will eat our jobs. No, it will not happen. Believe me. If you don't believe, then I can say believe me. And if you already believe in this, then it's great for you. Because this thing surfaces every few years. I remember the days when typewriter came in and then people said accounts, all the people who do manual accounting will be scrapped off. Nothing happened. When Excel came in, then people said all the people who do accounting on calculators, they will be scrapped off. Nothing happened. When automation came in, and I think many of you must have seen that, people said manual testers will be just disappearing. No manual tester disappeared, right? Then IoT came, mobiles came in, so many things came in, and there is always some statements coming in saying that, oh, new technology came in, so the old technology will go off. Big data has came in, cloud has come in, faster internet is coming, so a lot of other things. No, people don't get disappeared. But what has happened is people who adapt themselves, who evolve with the technology, who started using new technology as a tool to make their work more efficient, to increase their velocity, to increase their capacity, and most important, to add value to whatever work you are doing. Those people actually grew to very high levels. And people who don't use these things, they are still following those old ways. So whenever a new technology comes in, I always explain to my juniors that, everyone is climbing stairs, and now there is an option of escalator or a lift. It's up to you. You want to go with the new technology, escalator, or you still want to continue climbing those stairs. Stairs will definitely take you to a certain level, both in terms of your technical growth and in terms of your job growth, finances, and your positions, designations, and other stuff. But then you will be always part of millions of people who all are just walking one stair at the time. But if you want to stay ahead in the race, then this escalators or elevators are for you. So AI is another opportunity for all of you to basically go on the escalator speed, escalator way, rather than still continuing with the stairs. And nothing wrong with the stairs. If you decide that no, I am happy climbing stairs, keep doing that. But don't get this feeling that, oh, these guys are running fast because of AI and I am a useless person in the IT society. No, it's not. No one is useless. So everyone will continue working for that. Yes, some companies may reduce some jobs, but then some companies will add some jobs. So few of you or few of us might have to switch from one company to another. But if you want to go on a higher brackets, higher designations, AI is the thing for you. It's a very simple diagram I have put it here. So level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 0 is about awareness. You should be knowing what is AI SDLC strategy. All of you know SDLC. But add AI to it and then see how the flavor changes. You should be knowing some tools about that. Level 1 is simple, where you are actually using those tools. Like for example, ChatGPT. It came in. Before ChatGPT, what you were doing? You were putting a query into a Google search box. Consider that query as modern day the input, the prompt that you give to ChatGPT. The queries and prompts are one and the same thing. Then what happens the next time? When you put the query in Google and click search, Google will give you millions of papers, but the top 10 papers or top 10 links are placed on the first page. Then what you do, what the next step, you click on every link and then you see what exactly you were finding is present in this page or not. Maybe it is present in 5 different links. Then you collect all those data which is useful to you, relevant to you. You collect that data, put in a Google Sheet, Google Doc, create a summary out of it or reword according to your need and other stuff, and your final version is ready. What ChatGPT is doing, it is saving you time to search in 10 different Google pages. It is saving you time to basically read every article and then see what is useful for you. It is saving you time to collect all the data, put into a particular page, summarize, reword, and everything. ChatGPT is doing all of these things on its own and with very less time, right? But again, ChatGPT, still we are saying that we cannot rely on ChatGPT 100%. Fine. So level 1 is simple. Play with these tools. Play exactly what you want. Play to find out, okay, this tool is giving me this kind of efficiency. This is, in fact, before that, identify your exact need. Why you want to go into AI? You want to create high quality test scripts as a tester. You want to create faster test scripts. You want to execute faster. Okay, you have automation, but can you even write faster automation scripts and then execute it further faster? Identify what is lagging and then identify tools. Because right now, because of this hype, every company in the world is just creating tools and pushing it on the web. So we are literally into so around, we are like surrounded by so many tools that unless we actually go ahead and look into every tool, it's very hard to find like which tool is for which help. Same thing which happened few years ago with automation tools, but slowly we settled on certain things. If I have to run through API on a free add-on, okay, Postman is there. Then we say, okay, no, SOAP UI is there. Then we say for functional automation, Selenium is there. For iOS, Appium is there. So slowly some tools became matured and became very popular. Their support became very popular. And finally, we all adopted those tools. Same thing will happen in AI also, much faster. It will happen much faster. But right now, I don't see any particular tool which is like brilliant. But there are so many very good tools. So they still have to travel that distance from very good to brilliant. But we cannot wait for those tools to become brilliant and then we start looking for them. Because then the market will be flooded with people who know that particular tool in a brilliant way. So we have to act now. Level 2 is a medium where you start looking for all those LLMs and expand your LLMs for your own needs. And then level 3 is advanced level where of course you will be hands-on working with all of these things. And these are like initial 3 months, then another 3 to 6 months for simple level, another 6 plus months, and finally another 6 plus months. If you add all of this, this is close to 1.5 to 2 years. If you start today, by end of 26 or maybe by end of quarter 3 of 26, I would say that you can easily put yourself into market saying that I know AI much better than many other people. Because by that time you will become experts in tools, you will become experts in the LLMs. You can understand why your application needs AI, what exactly you want to achieve from AI. You are very clear about that. You are mature heads, the tool have become mature, so everything will be producing very mature results. Okay, when I say that AI augmented testing, so what exactly we mean by this part? Things, if you see, they all are the same things that we are reading from ages. Codeless test automation, auto generation of skeleton frameworks, algorithms to enhance web element locators, self-healing test scripts, smart regression testing, and test planning and prioritization. I am right now not going into these circles, just the first layer outside. Now, many of us have moved from manual testing to test automation. And what was the first statement that we always used? The manual test scripts have become so huge that to execute the regressions or to execute the sanities, we still need 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. And because of the faster time to market requirements for all of the customers and all of the products, we are just saying that we have to somehow make this automation also very fast. Automation fast always have two sides. A, creation of faster automation, and B, execution of faster automation. So you cannot say that I will take 1 year to create my automation, but after that it will execute in 10 minutes. No one is going to give you that 1 year to create your automation scripts. So even if we have dedicated automation teams, but because of the changing nature of the functionalities, these agiles and everything, Kanbans, changing customer requirements, competitions, you very rarely after like 3 months or 4 months, you spend less time in creating new scripts and spend more time in actually maintaining your old scripts. So overall, the speed begins very fast and then we all slow down because of these restrictions. So here is AI which says that, okay, I can help you with creation of test scripts in a very, very fast way. When I say very fast way, in my projects, like 3 days of effort actually came out to just 17 minutes. 3 days, 17 minutes. 3 days, 3 people, 8 hours per person. So 24 into 3, 72 hours. And we just created the same number of scripts in 17 minutes. Very simple way, the way we created. But instead of, and I jumped with the conclusion, I said, wow, that's where I want AI in my projects. And I rushed to my boss's room and he was very happy. Wow, Vipin, this is good. But we are not going to use that. And I was like, why? Look, there are many challenges. You might be using some customer email IDs. There are security concerns. What would happen if you have exposed some customer data to AI? I said, boss, our LLM is local. My LLM is not publicly available. So, and everything that is running is on my MetaCubes machine. It's not even on internet. And then he's like, but then, still I have to take permissions from customers. But this is good. This is good. Keep doing that. So I came out, I thought about what he said. Okay, there were a lot of I would say, good points into that. But when I again analyzed the speed and the accuracy of AI compared with my other manual stuff, it was huge. But the immediate other question that came into my mind was how accurate the scripts were created, right? So I used the same scenarios which we already created scripts, which we gave to AI. And again, not exactly, there was no exact calculation available to me at that time, but it was almost 90% accuracy, correct steps, everything was there. And good part was everything was created for Salesforce cloud based. And then I said, what would happen if I need to change it? So we use Ruby, Capybara, and I think our language to do that, our spec. And then I said, okay, let's convert it to Python. You just have to write one command into that, and everything was converted to Python. So when I start looking at, if I go to my manual teams to do this kind of stuff, first of all, oh, Vipin, this is so difficult. We don't have time. We don't have bandwidth. Even if we have bandwidth, I will take 10 days to do this. And then there are holidays and other stuff. So the thoughts keep coming as, okay, yeah, I have to do this. And there were so many people in my teams who wanted to do this. And there were few people who wanted to do this because the others wanted to do this. So there was a huge peer pressure that I actually created. So, but the regression scripts, they were created very fast. Uh, First step that we always do in automation is to create a framework, right? And there are huge discussions happen around framework. Smart frameworks you can create using this, a complete skeleton framework, but then your prompt has to be very specific. Prompt engineering itself is becoming a new technology to learn, a new concept to learn and build on. So we gave very specific instructions to the prompt. The prompt itself became a one-page prompt. Okay, you have to go to Jira, you take this, then you come do this, create a script there, execute that script. All the global variables will be stored in this folder, all the local variables will be present here. I need open classes, I need codeless test automation, write everything. And then it really do wonders for you. Then of course the algorithms, the element locators, right? The biggest challenges that we face is when we put locators, right, for your functional automation testing, and some UI change actually remove those or displaces those command buttons or all your controls on your form, and they take it to a different place or different form, and suddenly next day your script fails. And then we say, come on. So the immediate solution we put is XPath. But XPath is almost like a hard-coded path. And if now someone changes again, then your XPath is again, you have to go and maintain it. So we said, okay, let's put everything to AI. AI itself will find out which locator is where. So we give to AI name value pairs and then leave everything on it. And at least this problem never came in front of me that yesterday it was identifiable, the control, and today the control is not there. Wherever it is, it searches for that. And one of the things that is becoming very popular these days is self-healing test scripts, so that your time which gets lot of you have to involve a lot of time. I said it earlier, in the maintenance, your scripts should be such that they became self-healing, which means if I change any control, if I rename anything, if I put any additional control, it should be smart enough to actually go ahead and change it, and which you don't have to bother. Of course, you have to check it, but you don't have to bother on that. And what are the outputs we are getting from all of these things? So you are easing up testers from mundane tasks. You are always ready with some working software. Risk is reduced a lot because of all this self-healing and other stuff. Improved confidence in the release candidate and faster release cycles. These are the things which all of our bosses and all of our customers say that your team is doing great, but I'm still not having much confidence in the release candidate. And we are like, come on, we are doing so much. Still the confidence is not there. Faster release cycles and all of these stuffs. There are some tools. I'm not saying these are the only tools that are available in market. There are hundreds of these, but many of these are tested by so many people around the globe. So these are very popular tools. Test automation like Eggplant AI, AppWins, Testim, Test Sigma, Sauce Labs, Testcraft, ApplyTools. We are currently using Testim, and we are also using Sauce Labs in some of the projects, not in mine. And then AI platforms, there are many other platforms there which give you brilliant IDEs, right? But still the TensorFlow, Microsoft Azure, I have seen that. Google AI platform we are using a lot, Infosys, NIA, Rainbird. These are some popular names. What specifically AI has for testing? AI can be helpful. It can speed up your daily tasks. And when I talk about daily tasks, your test data generation, regression testings, potential defect predictions, test reporting, test documentations, test case generation, test execution, test result analysis, test environment management, security testing, test automation, script debugging. All these 10, 11 words that I've just spoken here, these are the things that we basically work on day in and day night. I have not put anything which is out of the world here. All of us need test data. All of us are involved in regression testing, whether manual or automation. All of us predict potential defects, right? AI in all kind of predictions, no one can beat AI. Test reporting and test documentation in all kind of dashboard preparations, again no one can beat AI. Of course, Jira has its own dashboard. There are specific tools which create beautiful dashboards. But what we want from dashboards is insights. Dashboard is not just about beautiful graphs. Dashboard is not just about status. Okay, last month my support team handled 700 tickets. 40 tickets were KLOs, keep the lights open. So many P0s, P1, P2. I can get all of this information from Jira. What is the insight? Can you give me 6 months past data? Okay, since October last year, we are receiving 700 tickets per month. In December, it fall to 500 because the reason is many people went on Christmas. January, the business began up. So number of tickets became 800. This year, on an average, we are receiving 900 tickets. So from 700 to 900, why there is a surge of 200 tickets? Now, what can be the reasons? Either I have less resources, or my team has become complacent, or the developers and testers who are releasing softwares day in and day out, there are a lot of bugs that are happening on the production, which is actually resulting into a lot of customer issues which come to the production support team. So these kind of insights are actually coming from AI, and that is actually helping me a lot. I don't term it as micromanagement. Micromanagement is more towards negative side, but the AI insights are more towards positive side. Just imagine this scenario. You have 10 people in your team and your total capacity as developers and testers is, let's say, 300 story points per week, which means every developer is giving you 30 story points. Fine. Now your team is achieving those 300 story points every week after week, which is good thing. What AI can do is it can break those 300 story points into employee specific. Jira can also do that. But when I put those kind of graphs on Jira, the employees start thinking that, my boss is micromanaging my work. He's looking at my work, how many story points I am giving. But AI can just say that, Vipin, hey, you are giving 300 story points as a team, but 8 members out of 10 are actually overloaded. Instead of giving 30 story points, they are actually giving 40 story points, which means 8 into 10, 80 story points, which should be given by the other two, are now taken care by these people. So now you have two people to look into, like why those two people are giving less story points. Now it can be whether they are receiving P0 issues, which are very, very critical, which require very deep domain knowledge, then it's fine. It can be those guys are on leaves due to certain reasons. You can look into that. But it also can be that whether these guys are less on domain knowledge. So rather than arguing with them, fighting with them, firing them, no, these are not the correct things. What we can do is we can create, let's say, a 1 month domain knowledge improvement plan. Have some trainings conducted with those two people, discuss with those things. And good thing is those guys are not seeing this thing coming to them on a Jira dashboard. I can have private dashboards, but still. So, and AI can give all of these things to me if everything is maintained well in Jira in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at max by one click. So those dashboards again can help you a lot. So, and then you can create a lot of algorithms which can further help you into the test result analysis, what kind of results you are achieving, what areas of your application is actually facing more bugs in last 6 months. So if your application has 10 different areas, if I talk about Salesforce projects, let's say 3 objects are working fine, the opportunity object, the invoice object, and let's say the leads object. But the sales object is receiving on an average 10 bugs per sprint, which basically means your developers and testers, current developers and testers who are working on sales project or sales object, sales tickets, they might be either having some less domain knowledge or they might be not taking things seriously. So these kind of insights very easily, just writing simple prompts, you can get from AI. Moving forward, some real world use cases, continuing on that, defect prediction. So we can have a lot of historical data on which AI or anyone can work on. But what about a defect prediction? AI can help you that it can just analyze, let's say, 5,000 historical defects, and it can predict and say that this area into your application is more prone to a defect in next release. Imagine something if this kind of thing comes in front of you. Developers can become alert, the testers can become alert, the managers become more alert. They ensure that that particular area gets developed and tested and redeveloped if there is a bug, or retested, automated, everything to the best capabilities of the team. Test case optimizations, as I said, AI can identify the most effective test cases to find new defects early, enhancing overall testing efficiency and product quality. We all want to achieve that. Root cause analysis. Okay, a bug happened. Why it happened? Was it an environment issue? Was it a knowledge issue? Was it an endpoint issue? Was it a less knowledge of a tester issue? Was it a less knowledge of developer issue? Was it a technical language issue? I don't know. We just log bugs as bugs, and developers pick those bugs as something to work upon. But if AI can pinpoint the root cause, I can actually ensure that my teams work on that. And then finally, risk assessment. We have already talked about that. Sorry. This I picked up from the Gartner's chart. And if you just see on the top right side, core skills in 2030, right? You can take a snapshot, or maybe I'll share the presentation with the organizers. They can share further with you. So left hand side is the emerging skills. It will still take time. On the right hand side, core skills in 2030, AI and big data is right at top. And of course, on the top, bottom left, this is the out of focus skills.
I hope
And
I'm audible.
finally, yeah.
Now, Vipin, just wanted to let you know, like we have 2 more minutes for the session. We
Yes,
can
yes. I just have one more slide.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then on bottom right is the steady skills, which we are still working on. And finally, the challenges and pitfalls. I've told you many examples, but like business issues, mostly it will happen and you will see around it: immaturity in adopting AI, lack of long-term strategies, infrastructure issues, and integration issues with current setup. Because everyone wants AI, but no one is actually working on how to place AI strategically in the organization. Trust issues. I've give you the example, real life example. ROI and security. Lack of expertise. We began with this. Data management, because it's billions and billions of bytes coming your way, and then finding the right tool and right vendor. So in summary, what we have to do: learn AI fundamentals, begin with this, explore AI enabled testing tools, and join some communities and stay updated. LinkedIn's, forums. You guys are very lucky to have these kind of conferences which are not available at our times, but you will find very good content coming out from these kind of conferences. So finally, the closing is: the future of testing is not just automated, it's augmented. Thank you for taking time. My LinkedIn and my email is here. I'm always available on LinkedIn, so you can invite me, ask any question that you have, because this was a very quick talk that I had to do here. And if you want to email me, that's my official email address, and I'll reply on the same day. That's my point. Thank you so much. Any questions? I'm open.
Yeah. We have got a lot of questions, but because of the time crunch, folks, we'll
Yeah.
be only taking one question. Okay. The question is, I'll just share it on the screen. Could you please suggest some AI tools for testing, AI tools, AI agents for automation testing, which can help identify locators, gives feasible to create self-healing tests, and AI tools for manual testing?
So we use some, I would say right now, proprietary tools, right? And I can, in fact, uh, write these number of tools. There are quite few, right? I can write these and send to you, and then you can forward this to the person who has asked this. Is this possible?
Yeah, I mean, currently we're live, so we can take.
I'll these things are written in front of me. I
Got
can
it.
just forward it to you.
Sure, sure.
But we are using, like, for example, cursor ID a lot. So
Yeah.
you guys must be familiar with this uh, that ID. Shit, how I forgot the name. All the automation scripts we write there. I just forgot the name. Sorry.
Oh,
But
not
for
an issue. Not
AI
an issue.
thing, we use cursor ID a lot. It has a lot of power. Uh, very, I would say, it's almost complete. It has very less issues, which we generally think, oh, it is good to have. There are very less good to haves there, and I can give those tool names and other stuff just after this.
Perfect. Not an issue. Not an issue, Vipin. Thanks a lot, folks. Thanks a lot, Vipin, for taking our time. I will
Thank you so much.
surely see you in the next session. Requesting to all of the folks, let's meet in the next session. The topic is adapting to AI-driven quality engineering. Okay. Awesome. Happy testing, folks. See you in the next session.
Yes, Arun. There is always less time.